Hi there, this is Jermaine Kibidu and welcome to pianoplaying.blogspot.com. Today I want to look at the song 10,000 Reasons by Matt Redman, and we are going to cover this in the key of E. So let's first start off with the number system and the scale. E is your 1, F sharp your 2, G sharp your 3, A your 4, B your 5, C sharp your 6, D sharp your 7, and back to the 1 which is E, right? So the song basically goes 4, 1, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. I just added the 2. It's actually the 4 to the 5 to the 1, but I just added the 2 there to change it up a little. So for you to start off, if you do not yet know the number system and the scale and the associated chords, I suggest that you look at that article on my website first, because it is critical for you as you grow or as you build up your chords. It is critical to understand the number system and the associated chords with those number system. You can play the song like that. Bless the Lord, my soul, oh my soul. If you're in a church setting, it will work. There's nothing wrong by playing that. But it sounds much more sweeter and cooler and sophisticated if you can add a melody line. So this is something that I want to introduce, and I'm going to mainly focus on playing chords with the melody line on top. And that's the only way that it sounds different to your normal contemporary Christian music style, right? So let's start off with going to the 4 of the chorus, Bless the Lord. Now before you can go to the 4, just play the 3 over here, bless, right? Now your associated chord over the 3 is mostly an E major that you can play over the 3, or you can even play a B major over that 3. But in this particular song, let's stick with the E major, right? Now you don't play the root or the first, you play the second because the melody is on top. Bless, right? So I'm not going to spell out the chord because it's fairly straightforward. Let's actually do that. For my left hand I have G sharp, F sharp. My right hand I have B, E, G sharp, right? So that's bless and you just add the melody line B, and then you go to the 4, Lord, right? So this is just an A major chord. There's your root. It's just an A second inversion, right? And on the left hand you can add the 5th interval on that A. But now another thing that you can do is bless the Lord, right, for your left hand. So let's look at that. On the 4 you play A, E, A, B, C sharp, right, on the left hand. And on the right hand you just play E, A, C sharp. That's bless the Lord. And then you come down with the melody, oh my soul, oh my soul. So the oh my soul is C sharp, B. That's single notes, and you play the 1 chord, soul, right? And on the 1 you can do this again. Same thing that we did on the A, on the 4. So that would be left hand E, B, E, F sharp, G sharp. Right hand is just B, E. It should only be the G sharp, but you can add the 9, the F sharp in there. Oh my soul, right? Now instead of going to the 5, oh my soul, 5 to the 6, go to the 7, oh my soul, and then you go to the 6 like that. So let's look at that 7. It's just a B major, add 9. This is the second inversion to that B major. So for the left hand is just D sharp, A sharp, D sharp. Right hand is F sharp, B, D, C sharp, D sharp, and F sharp. And then you add the melody afterwards. O, G sharp, F sharp, E on the 6. Now this is purely a C major, C minor, C sharp minor, sorry. So left hand is C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. Right hand is E, G sharp, C sharp. And then you go to worship, which is on the 4. Worship, right? So let's look at that. Left hand is A, E. Right hand is G sharp, A, B, C sharp. So that's your worship. So first play that worship. So the ship is on the E, and then you go to the B. Worship His, and then you get back to the 1 whole. Right, that same chord that we covered previously on the 1. And then you go to the 5, right? So on that 5 for my left hand I have B, F sharp. Right hand I have, you know what, let's add that D sharp in there in the left hand as well. So I actually play a B major root position, and you play the same chord in the right hand, but add this grace note, C sharp to D sharp, right? So now we go to sing like never. Now that's the same thing as previously. 3, 4. Now we change up not to the 1, but we go to the 6. So the melody goes after that 4, C sharp, B, 6. No, this is a C sharp minor. I don't know if it's a 9, but I believe it's a C sharp minor 9. So the left hand I have C sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Right hand I have B, D sharp, E, G sharp. Right? So that's. Now we go, oh my soul. Same chords. Now we play 4. We've already covered that chord. Now on the 5 you just play a B. There's the root, first inversion, second inversion, and then you go back to that chord, so, and then you play a melody, F sharp for I worship, I worship. Right, you there? I worship your holy name. Right? So let's look at that from this on the 2. So it's first F sharp as a melody, and then you play this 2 chord. Left hand I have F sharp, C sharp, E. Right hand I have G sharp, A, B, C sharp, E. So you just play worship, worship, F sharp, G sharp as a melody, and you play how. B root both hands, add the 9 there, lead name. Now you don't end on the root position, you end on the first inversion on that 1. So that's how you were to play the chorus, right? Now let's look at the verse. The sun right? So the verse goes 4 1 5 6 4 1 5 6 4 1 sorry 4 1 7 6 4 1 4 1 5 1. So this is the same thing. It's fairly straightforward. But let's add the melody again and see how that changes things up. So on the left hand I have A and E. The right hand I have C sharp A, B, C sharp E. The sun comes up. This is just an E first inversion on the 1. It's a, right, so that's C sharp B chord on the 5, and again this is just second inversion B. So that's B, E melody, and now you play, right? Again, if you know the associated chord with the 6, you would know that you most of the time can get away with the E major on the right hand, right? So that's just an E in the first inversion, and then the same chord again on the 4, back to the 1, back to the 5, 6. Now the only difference here is this chord on the 4 because of the melody. This is just an A. You add the 7 in the left hand. This is just an A major chord, but you add the 7 in the left hand and you play an octave up there, and it makes it sound much fuller. Right, so let's spell out this chord on the 4. Left hand is A, E, G sharp. Right hand is A and B, C sharp, E, A, whatever may pass, right? Again, on the 1 it's an E major, but this time you play this, right? And this chord we also covered previously, that E second inversion. And then on the 7 again the B major, but you add the 9 and the octave note on top, the F sharp. Melody, G sharp, right? Just check out how I play that. It is G sharp, F, F sharp on the right hand. On the left hand I just play, right, single notes, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. So I add that chord there. Right, when I land on this C sharp over here, I play the E major chord that I played before, and then you go back to that 4, same chord, 1. Now on the 5 you first play, because of the melody you don't just go straight into the B root, you first play an E major in the second inversion over that left hand 5, and then you go to the root and then to the 1. It's fairly straightforward, and that's the thing with contemporary music. It is very basic, but you can sound much more expressive if you were to add the melody line. So again, I would encourage you to look at those previous lessons that I added on my website, where you need to know the number system, you need to know the inversions. Now the inversions is only on the 1, the 4 and the 5 of any key. It's just 9 chords that you know. I've actually used 9 chords and I've just altered it here and there. So yes, I hope you have fun with this. All the best.